treasures!
Welcome back!
Hello and welcome back. So today we want to tell you about kind of some hacks, but about one certain thing that you can use for many different things that
Super
you might
cool
not know.
little item
Exactly.
that almost everyone has in their house.
So it is coffee filters.
Yes.
Now, I don't know why we have coffee filters in our house because we don't drink coffee. It's a mystery to me, but we had them.
Because you can do so many things with them.
Exactly.
You should always have them, even if you don't
You
drink
should
coffee.
have them. But coffee filters, of course, are for making coffee, but they can also be for many different things. Mm-hmm. So today we're going to show you really cool different ways you can use coffee filters.
All right.
All right, so the first one is a microwave cover. Now, you know when you put your food in your microwave, it can splatter. You know, if it's going around, red sauce
goes all
getting
over
everywhere.
the place. You got to clean it.
Oh, yeah. So all you do is you take a coffee filter, you flatten it out, and then you put it on top of your food, and it keeps it in the bowl so it doesn't spot everywhere.
Look at that.
Exactly. It's
Brilliant.
really cool. Yeah.
And how about also using it as a strainer?
Strainer.
You can, put liquids through it, and you can make sure that it gets all the things finely strained, all the solid pieces out of broth or soups. You can also strain the liquid from homemade cheese.
Exactly.
It's like a cheaper version of cheesecloth.
Exactly. Yeah, you just put it in over a bowl, and then you squeeze it, and the stuff that you want comes out.
Bingo.
So the next one is making tea. Now I will demonstrate this one. We're not going to demonstrate all of them. We'll have pictures, but some of them we're going to do. So making tea, you can use, so when you make your or if you want tea and you happen to have coffee filters, but you want tea for the day, and you don't have any tea bags, you can use a coffee filter to make a tea bag.
Look at that.
So what you do is you take your coffee filter, you fold it out, and then you take this side and you fold it. You take the other side and you fold it like that.
Like a little burrito.
Yeah, so you get like the general size that you want. You have the lines there. So you fold those over. And then what you do is you take your tea and you sprinkle that into the middle as much as you want. I'm just going to put a little, but you could put more. And you go like that. And then what you do is you fold it up into half. And then you take this corner up here, make a little corner. You take this corner here, make a little corner. You fold it down, and then you take your string, whatever string you want to put on it. You put that right on here, and then you take a little stapler.
Basketball stapler. It has to be a basketball stapler.
So, yeah,
or
this
won't work, people. It has to be a basketball stapler.
Yeah. I don't know. We have to buy a new one. All we have is this basketball one. I don't know why.
I have one.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh. So then you just staple that on, and you've got a tea bag.
Look at that. It's like a little envelope.
And I mean, you can make it, I'm going to do a close-up because this isn't perfect, so I was just trying to do it really fast. But you can make it look better. But yeah, you just have your tea in there, and yeah, it's perfect. It's like a little tea bag. Little tea. And also, if you use these, if you want, like, these are bleached because they're white, but you might want to get, like, the more natural ones, the brown ones, if you're going to put it in your tea and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, right. So, that's how you use that one.
And the next one is no more moisture. So if you are storing pans or silver that may rust or tarnish, store it with a coffee filter around or inside it to prevent moisture from damaging your stuff.
Right. You just fold it in the middle and it picks up the moisture.
There you go.
So the next one is freshen the air. Now I will demonstrate this one too. So, things get stinky. Especially like if you have shoes and they get stinky. You want to
sweaty
socks.
Right.
Socks. Right. If you fold your coffee filter out, you take some baking soda, and you take a spoon, got those two, and then what you do is you scoop in, you get some of that, and you put it in the middle of the coffee filter. You just get as much as you want. And then what you do is you get a rubber band right here, and you fold it up just like this.
Like
into
a little tiny
packet.
A little tiny package.
A little packet. And then you put the rubber band on.
And you know what it looks like? It looks like on the 4th of July you get those little poppy things.
Oh yeah,
like
big ones.
It's like a major large version of that. So
That'd
if
be
you
a
wanted
big
to add
pop.
gunpowder, you could probably make a really big pop it too.
I wouldn't recommend doing that, but yeah, don't listen to her on that one. So then you have a little packet, and you can set it in things like, I saw a picture, you could put it in your shoes, you could put it in your sock drawer or your fridge, if your fridge gets stinky, and that will help clear up the air a little bit.
There you go.
Perfect.
Another easy one is to make it like a little bowl or fun thing to serve things in. So you can serve whatever you want in there. You could put little snacks. You could put maybe, if you wanted to, instead of buying the disposable bowls, you could just use the coffee filters.
Right.
So if you put something little in there.
Right.
And then look at that, you're saving the planet.
And then I have it over there. You can see.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So you see.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that's how you
Cheese
put them in. Look at
puffs.
that.
And then it looks so fancy.
It does.
Like you could even like color the edges with a marker.
You could. Yeah. And also, like, you can't just use like one or two. You have to get a few to actually have it stay up.
Right. One will
it
probably not work.
No. Okay, so the next one is, how about a taco holder? Now, tacos can get very messy.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
As much as they're worth it, they're messy.
Yeah, especially if you get the hard tacos. I like soft to eat it with some silverware. Kind of weird, but that's how I do it.
I like the burrito.
You can do that, yeah. So what you do is you just take your coffee filter and you put the taco inside of it, and then you fold it up like that, and you just eat it and slide it down, and you can just eat it without actually getting messy.
Exactly. It holds everything, or just don't eat the coffee filter.
Don't eat the
that's not part of it.
But yeah, you can use it for like tacos, burritos, anything you want. And it'll
Anything.
Just, keep the mess away.
Okay, the next one is this can help soothe your puffy eyes if you have puffy eye problems. Or even if they're itchy, if you want to like just have some soothing,
especially with
stuff on your
allergies at
eyes.
this time of year.
Yes. So you take the coffee filters and you soak them in like brewed tea. Chamomile is really good. Or you can just use plain water too. And then you chill them in the fridge until they're cold. And then you take the folded filters and you put them over your eyes as a little compress, and they get nice and soothed.
Yeah, you get your eyes back to normal.
Little spa day for your eyes.
Exactly. So how about to grease pans and things like that? So coffee filters are a perfect tool for spreading oil or butter in your cooking and baking pans. Because they don't leave many fibers behind or residue. Just dip the filter in a bit of oil or softened butter and then rub it around the inside of your pan. Because you know what? I feel like I want to try that because paper towels can get messy. They'll like flip up and stuff like that. They'll just...
Also, they soak up so much of it.
They do.
What I mean? Like they just whoosh,
they do.
All of it. So the next thing they can do is protect some of your dishes. So if you want to use some like a little shield against getting nicks or cracks or whatever, like when you stack stuff, you can just stack them like in between so that there's a little bit of extra protection there.
Yeah.
And it's soft enough that it'll prevent, some damage.
And you can, here's some too, right here. You can try it on those dishes there. And we got like the perfect size for these.
Yes.
You can try them for bigger ones too. They won't cover all of it, but you just put it in there. Look at that.
It's like a little tiny little bed for your little plate.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Put it to bed.
And if you have to send them through the mail or something, you could put those over it.
Yeah, like if you're moving and you want to pack stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So the next one is a spoon rest. Now, when you're cooking at the stove and you're like, you have this spoon, but you have to go get something else, and you're like, what am I going to do with the spoon? It's going to drip everywhere.
I don't know. What are you going to
do with it? I don't know. Maybe you could use a plate, but why would you want to dirty another plate?
You gotta wash it.
Yeah. Oh, my. So what you do is you can just take a coffee filter, another coffee filter, and you can set your spoon in the coffee filter.
Dun,
and
dun,
it'll look at that. Perfect.
Little spoon rest. Perfect.
You gotta try it. Yeah.
Also, it can be a dip catcher. So, you love popsicles, but everybody hates when you get to that point and it starts dripping down and then it gets on your fingers and you try to lick your fingers, but then it's still dripping and then you want to eat the popsicle because then it'll stop the dripping, but you can't eat it fast enough before the dripping gets all over your fingers and then it gets on your elbow.
Freeze. Ugh.
It is horrible. So, all you do is you take the coffee filter and you take the stick of the popsicle and you put it through the filter and voila, you have a little holder. And it won't spill. Or just go in your coffee filter.
And also you can try like little cupcake holders and stuff, but if you want a smaller one.
But this is about coffee filters.
Yeah, we'll give them their own space today.
They can do it too.
Yes, they can.
But yeah, you could use like a cupcake thing as well.
Yeah. So the last one is, how about like soaking up grease? Now, if you have like pepperoni or sausage or anything that has a lot of grease, if you want to get it off before you eat it, you just set it in, what do you think?
Coffee filter!
And you just put it in there and it'll soak up the grease, and then you take them out and you can eat them grease-free. And I mean, you want to use more than one to soak up the grease. It's probably going to
depends on how greasy you make your food.
Right, exactly. But yeah, just use that for the grease and it'll suck it up. So that is all we have today for the coffee filter thingamajig.
But you know what? Let's give them a round of applause. You know what? Good job, coffee filters. Nice work.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
and do so much for society. You really do.
They do. And people don't even know it. You know what? This video is there for them to learn about coffee filters.
Exactly.
So hope you enjoyed this episode. Learn some stuff about ways you can use coffee filters. You can look it up. There are many other ways to do coffee filters, like to use them. One thing that I don't recommend, though, that they actually don't do very well on, is like cleaning like your dashboard on your car or something, or getting dust up. My mom tried it, and it kind of just spread it around. Like, it didn't really get it at all.
Yeah, I feel like you need something slightly wet to get dust.
So I would suggest if you want to try that and you're in a pinch, get it a little damp, and then try. Maybe that'll work, but don't try it.
It doesn't work dry.
Dry, no. So now it is time for the news.
Tea and coffee have been at odds for many years now, but it has recently come to a head. Which is better? Tea has taken things into their own hands. Groups of tea leaves are now holding a small espresso bean captive until coffee admits defeat and releases a press conference that tea is a superior beverage. Little espresso bean is safe, they claim, for the time being, and we will keep you updated with any developments.
And Starbucks in space? It was recently released to our fantastic reporter staff here at TT News that Starbucks is making plans to be the first to be on Mars. And now it is time for the Taylor Treasure Box.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Alrighty. Sticks and stuff for you.
Alright, so let's see here. Oh, I have to read your mind.
Oh boy, that's gonna be tough.
Okay.
Alright, I have to tell 2 truths and 2 lies, so you can go ahead and try to read my mind. That's not a good idea because you might figure them out.
No. Think of them.
Think of them?
And then I'm going to try to guess what they are.
Oh, okay. That'll work. Alright, so you have to guess what the 2 lies are and what the 2 truths are.
Yes. Now, I think it would be better. Let's just do this first. I'll try to figure it out, and then I'll read your mind.
Okay.
Next.
Alright, so number 1 is I once spit water out of my mouth from laughing.
Okay.
Number 2, I once spit milk out of my mouth from laughing.
Okay.
Number 3, I once slipped on ice so hard that I couldn't walk for 3 days. And number 4, I once fell down the stairs in front of a big crowd. So which are the 2 lies and which are the 2 truths?
Okay, I have a guess.
Okay.
The lies. I'm going to guess lies. The lies are that you fell down in front of a big crowd and that you laughed so hard you squirted milk out of your mouth.
You're right. You're already starting the reading.
Oh,
here we go.
See?
Yeah.
I can read your mind.
I have spit water out of my mouth from laughing, but not milk.
Because you don't drink milk. That's how I knew that.
Yeah, I don't really drink milk. And then I did fall down ice, like downstairs, and I couldn't walk for like 3 days.
I mean, you could walk. It just hurt.
Yeah, it hurt really bad. But I've never like really slipped, like just flat out slipped out in front of like a big crowd. Never happened.
Someday.
All
right, now I really have to read your mind this time. So,
okay,
ready? And
what am I thinking?
okay, I got it.
Okay, what am I thinking?
You are thinking about a laptop.
Am I? Well,
Am I close?
See, maybe.
Oh, is that
No,
actually close?
like I wasn't really thinking of much.
Well, you had to think of something. That was the whole point of doing this.
I was listening to the sound of the laptop.
Then I
down
did.
there.
I totally
You know
just
what?
read your mind.
You know what?
I have a new power.
Wow.
I just discovered it.
She got it. That's crazy. But you didn't technically say like the sound of a laptop. It was just a laptop.
But I knew it was the laptop that you were thinking about.
Okay. All right. Well, she can read minds.
Apparently.
There we go. So again, hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to give us a like and a comment and subscribe. And after you subscribe, make sure to press the bell so you get all of our videos in your notifications box. And we will see you next week. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching that episode. If you'd like to subscribe down here,
Right
that would
down
be
there.
awesome if you could do that. And if you'd like to watch a previous episode, you can click up here. If you'd like to watch a random episode, you can click down here. And if there's anything you want to email us about, TaylorTreasuresLTLT@gmail.com. We'll see you next week.
Bye.